evening, Assemblyman. Thanks for being here tonight.
Good evening. Great to join you.
And we've just been talking about former Governor Mario Cuomo. Obviously, it was his funeral today. It's a time to reflect, think back on who he was and what he meant. We were talking just now about you're both Italian Americans and what that means to you. You had this lion, this leader in New York State.
Yeah, I'm a first-generation Italian American here, and I remember growing up, around 10 years old or so, around the dinner table. My family would all talk about Mario Cuomo, and growing up through those years, we would hear how he was an inspiring figure to us, and it shows that anything is possible. He was an inspirational figure. Talked about how state government could be a positive source of good, and I take that mindset with me as I take public office and as I serve in the New York State Assembly. And I just remember growing up hearing about Mario Cuomo, and again, my family held him in high regard, my aunts, my uncles, and sharing that Italian-American background, it really had a special connection with us.
Sure, a certain pride there.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And I think some people thought at one time maybe he would have become the first Italian-American president. Didn't end up running, kind of at the last minute, stepped out, but still a hero too.
Yes, and certainly those conversations went around the dinner table, and again, it was something that, having that special connection, having that Italian-American connection, it's something that to this day we still think about, and being able to say that he served as our governor for so long and did so many good things really means a lot to me, and means a lot to my family and the Italian-American community.
And also right now, it's about time to start the new session, the new year in Albany. You're back here. Actually, you're nearby anyway, in Schenectady.
Yes.
But before we get to that, one of the biggest developments in the last month is the recommendations of where the casinos will be sited in New York. It looks like it's just kind of pro forma. It'll get finalized unless there's any big issue. One of those casinos, I think it was kind of a surprise, is in Schenectady, right in your backyard. What does that mean for your district?
It was a very exciting day to hear that announcement. It means so much for the city of Schenectady and the upstate region. Having a casino, an investment of this size in one of our upstate cities means so much for the surrounding area. It means jobs. It means opportunity. And in the city of Schenectady in particular, they've done so much. I remember from the time when I served in the county legislature there, building up the economy, bringing in those businesses, revitalizing an upstate city, revitalizing downtown, seeing those investments come in. I think this means it's another layer, new kinds of jobs that we haven't seen before. And in my district, I have Montgomery County, Schenectady, and a piece of Albany County. It means that jobs that are 30 or 40 minutes away, it means more private investments. It means that people are looking at upstate cities. We have so much to offer. This casino, I think, is just going to be that next level of economic opportunity. And I'm very happy to see that we're going to have the opportunity to build on this and see this become a reality.
And there's a lot more on the agenda this year. Is there maybe one or two top priorities for you?
In my district, we're very excited to hear about the new New York broadband program. And I think that's going to mean a lot. I want to see that investment come into the rural parts of my district, come into our upstate cities. I think broadband and investment in broadband is a good sound investment for economic development. I'd like to see that infrastructure take place across areas like the rural parts of Montgomery County, places like Duanesburg, the rural parts of Schenectady County and Albany County. I think that's going to give us a chance, give businesses a second look. They're going to look at this, to see this broadband coming in. I think more businesses will want to set up shop in these areas. I also think it means improved educational opportunities. It means a better quality of life. This is a service, it's a critical piece of infrastructure, much like roads and telephone lines were years ago. This is something that's really needed. It's needed across my assembly district. I'd like to see a significant investment across the upstate community.
Assemblyman, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you.